Hi, Kevin Rockwood here from iScoutLand.com. We've got a beautiful mountain property to show you today. This one's in the Sandia Mountains just outside of Albuquerque. Great, large, open, wooded mountain property that I think you're going to love. So let's get into it. Okay, so if you go to my website, www.iScoutLand.com, this will be right on the homepage there. And this one's in Sandia Park, New Mexico. And just a real nice spot here, right in the foothills of the Sandias on the eastern edge of that mountain range. And we've got great access and some great photos to show you here. We've got power lines running right to the property. And as you can see, we've got great views of the Sandias right next to the property. Nice and secluded, no neighbors. So you'd have a perfect spot all to yourself. Great hiking and nature opportunities out here. So whether you're looking to do a cabin or a full-time home, this is just a fantastic spot for you. I do want to point you to the fact that there is some real good nature preserve around here. You'll see that this green area right here, this is where the Sandia National Forest starts. And so if you're looking to do hiking or camping or any of those sorts of things, you can just walk right outside your back door and you're right into this national forest. And there are just great trails that crisscross this whole area and go up to some of the peaks here above Albuquerque. So you can have easy access right to those spots right outside your door. So you don't even need to get in the car to experience that. I also want to point out that you've got some great access right to the city of Albuquerque. So this is only, I believe it's like 30 miles from downtown Albuquerque. So just about a 35, 40-minute drive outside of the city, and you can be up into your spot. So easy access right out of I-40. You take 14 out here, and you'd be at your property no time. So you could even commute from this if you wanted to work in Albuquerque and commute from out there. So let me bring up the more detailed aerial map here. So this is the property. This is again, this is 5.88 acres, so almost 6 acres on this great little spot. This is a community maintained road called Skyline Road, turns into Skyline Place, and then this is the property here. This community here is part of a homeowners association. So these properties collectively pay in to maintain the road. Now, if you don't have a property or if you don't have a house on the property, those fees are absolutely negligible. I think it's like $60 a year or something just to maintain the road here. If you do decide to build a house, I think that goes up to like $150 or $200 a year. I can get you the exact numbers on that and get you the contact information for that HOA, but certainly not a financial burden to be paying into that HOA. The other thing that I wanted to mention is that there is a community well that was put in here when this subdivision was built maybe decades ago. There was a community well put in. That's actually up here. I've been told that this well is not currently operating because I believe the other person who's on the subdivision decided to drill their own well instead of putting into the community well. That's what I've heard from the HOA manager. So it's possible, they said, to rebuild this well and get that working again, and then the HOA would kind of maintain some of the annual maintenance fees on that well. So that's something that might be a possibility for you. The other option is you can do a well yourself or do a catchment system, or you can even haul water up here. The county's okay with doing any of that. So a lot of options for doing water, and certainly getting power is no problem. There's already power lines running right along the property line here, so getting that installed should be no problem. And I just wanted to, again, point out just these fantastic mountains that you've got. I mean, it's like right next door here. So you've got these these peaks that go up the hills here, right outside your door, and you've also got commanding views of this this area down here. So you've got the peaks. This is South Mountain over here, and some of the other Sandia foothills that are going right out here. So if you wanted to build maybe a 2-story house, you'd have just fantastic views of this whole mountain range. So this is a fantastic spot that I think you and your family are just going to love. And I also have a drone video available. We got some great drone shots again of these of the views that you'd have. And if you want to view that video, it's going to ask you just to input your name and email address, and then you'll be able to view that video along with any other documentation I have in terms of deeds or surveys that I get. I will put those up next to this video as well. So we've got some information about the property here, including the address and how to get there. You're welcome to go check it out anytime. Just give me a call ahead of time and I can give you the HOA gate code so that you can take a look at that. So I also wanted to point you to some other properties in the area that are being sold, and we can take a look at some of those. So let me pull up Zillow here. So you can go check these out yourself if you go to Zillow.com, and you can just search for Sandia Park, New Mexico. And what I've done here is I've just filtered this list down to lots and land that are for sale. And our property here is right off Skyview Place. So this is 6 acres right in this area. So if we look at some of the other properties that are right inside the same neighborhood, you'll see that they are asking significantly more in terms of price. So you can see here's a 5-acre lot that's essentially in the same area. They're asking $75,000 for that. It's a very similar lot. Here's 10 acres, $189,000 they're asking for that. That one's just down the road here a little bit. 24 acres, almost $200,000. Here's one that's kind of in the similar price range to what I'm asking. But if we look at this one, a couple things. It's half the size, so 2.7 acres versus the 6 acres that we've got. And then the other thing is that you're not in the mountains here. This is kind of down in the valley. You don't have near the views, and this is kind of at the bottom of the hill, and the property that we're looking at is kind of up in these hills. So you get those kind of top-down views that you don't get with another property. So again, half the acreage, but for the same price range. I think that the property we've got is quite a bit better, I would say. So again, 10 acres here, $165,000, 5 acres, $75,000. And then much larger lots, if 12 acres, $75,000. So if we look back on the lot that I've got available, again, it's 6 acres, nestled up in the hills of the Sandias here. So you get those views, you get the access, plus the power and water options that are available here. For a fraction of the price of what others are charging for land in this area. So if you're interested, please give me a call anytime. I've got my website, my phone number and my email address. You're welcome to email me or call me anytime. I can get you more information. Any questions that you have, I can talk you through those. And then if you would like to go visit the property, also give me a call and I can schedule a time for you to go out there and check it out. Today we're asking $28,900, and then we also have payments available, $379 a month for 92 months, and so that'll get the property in your name. You're welcome to go out and use it, and then as soon as that loan is paid off, I will basically deed that property over to you. So you'll get a notarized deed from me in the mail, and then you own that property forever. So it's a very easy process there. So if you're ready to move forward on this property, it's a very easy process. You just come to my website, click this big green Become a Landowner button. This is just going to get a couple pieces of information, your name, your email, and your phone number. And then you can pay the down payment via credit card, so very easy there. And then I will be reaching out to you to discuss the payment options, whether you want to pay cash up front for the rest of the property, or if you want to set up a payment plan. We can talk about what you would like to do there and get that all set up. And this is a very quick and easy process, so within 24 hours, you can be out there using your property. So please give me a call, and I look forward to hearing from you, talking through any questions you have. I really think this is going to be a great property for you, and I'm excited for someone to get some great use out of it. So talk to you soon.